it's gonna clash and it's not gonna work out.
So something I like to say, and this is some advice that really pisses a lot of people off. All the guys, every time I say this, they get really mad. But I always tell ladies to do this because I think it's what puts the intentions out there on the first date. I always tell women, y'all need to be asking guys on the first date what their income is, and you can ask it in certain ways to where it's not going to sound too bad. Like, hey, how much do you make? Or like, how are you middle or upper class? And if you say it like that, you can tell by their facial expressions if they're being honest, if they're lying, whatever it is. You should also ask them, what's your credit score, or what is your credit score around, or is it a good credit? You can just ask, do you have a good credit score? And if he's just like, yeah, I do, then that means he's probably not lying about it. But if he instantly does the face like that or something, oh, he's probably about to lie to you about whatever he's about to say. And so like y'all need to learn to ask these type of questions like that. Ask if he has a 401k, a HSA, a IRA, a savings. Like those are the type of questions you need to ask, and right there from the start. But you got to ask it the right way because you can scare men away. And I've been trying to change. I used to tell girls straight up, ask him what his credit score is, ask him what his income is, because guys who have it and they're proud of it, they're gonna instantly tell you. Like they're gonna instantly flex it because they're very proud of whatever it is. So, but I don't think you should. I'm trying to teach women not to be direct anymore like that because you can scare men away. So ask it in a little bit of a different way, like what's it around, so then you can just tell by their facial expressions what the truth is. And don't let somebody tell you something and you believe it. Look at their actions, not their words. That's the biggest problem today, is everybody's looking at how somebody looks, how they're dressing. Guys peacock like crazy. They will sit there and buy Gucci, buy Louis. They'll do all this
probably
stuff.
fake too.
Yeah.
On top of that,
But yeah, if they're peacocking, more than likely they're broke. Like more than likely they don't actually have that much. Y'all need to like, if a guy is wearing designer, y'all should actually see him as a red flag, unless he's actually truly a millionaire and he's also driving around in some crazy car also with it. Like I would instantly see him as a red flag if he was doing that shit.
Isn't that kind of like? Isn't that kind of like? I think guys are looking at it like a gold digger then.
No, because like the thing is we know that y'all need a provider. Like the reason why men peacock about all these financial things like designer clothes and stuff like that is because deep in our mind we know that we're supposed to look like providers, and deep in y'all's mind y'all know that y'all need a guy that can provide for you, and that's why it's even a thing. Peacocking is even a thing. It wouldn't even be a thing if it wasn't for the fact that guys know that we need to look like providers, and y'all want that, you know? And women go for it too. The sad reality is a lot of women will chase those guys, and the next thing you know, they're going to go buy another piece of Gucci because it worked the last time.
Yeah. And it's crazy how like
that's facts.
I can meet so many guys in person and they'll wear like Versace, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, but
then they don't even have a flat screen at home.
It's basically they be catfishing the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
Because they be still living in their
it is. It's catfish. I didn't even think about that. It's catfishing.
It
is. It's a form of catfishing. Hey, but y'all can't be using those filters too. Okay.
And it makes no sense because like they be like, yeah, I got this. Yeah, I drive around this. Like the other day, some guy hit me up and was like, I just sold my house for like so much money, and he was fixing his Hellcat. I was like, where at? Dude, you over here talking
all this. It's in the shop.
It's in the shop.
I always say that's in the shop. It's in the shop.
I can fix it. Baby boy, come to my house. I will fix your time belt for you.
Let me see. Let's go to the shop right now.
Time belt for you.
Oh man, see, I'm really happy.
I will be your real estate agent.
I'm really happy. I feel like y'all are learning though to not fall for that. I feel like y'all are all gonna walk away from this panel tonight, and no guys are gonna be able to.
I know you just made us a plan.
No more finessing, huh?
Hell no, they're still gonna get finessed.
Hey, calm down. Can we practice first?
No, it's just fact.
Can we practice first?
Well, y'all can all go on a date with our male model and see if it works. If y'all have learned anything, you know.
Dating show.
Now I want to know.
With his sinners club. You know, our motto is the sinner. He's the devil himself.
We're gonna go ahead
as long as you repent, it's fine.
We're getting close to 10 o'clock, so we're
gonna go ahead. He got a pretty smile.
We're going to go ahead to the last part, which is going to be a really fun part because we're all going to start critiquing each other now. We're going to get to talk shit to each other. What's going to happen is we're going to go first. I'll go first, and he'll go after me. I'm going to critique each person. I'm going to give y'all a critique that's going to help y'all get into a relationship, hopefully. Like, the whole point of this is to try to help y'all find the guy of your dreams, hopefully a unicorn or something. To start, we'll start with you. Yeah. How old were you again? 22?
I'm 22.
22. You're in a really good position because of your age.
Yeah.
You can still waste your time though. Yeah. So right now you're at your highest value. You could lock down the guy that's a 31, 35-year-old millionaire if you could find them and do the right things. And you're not going to be able to have that leverage when you're 30. So what I'm going to tell you is that if that's what you want, which you already said that's not what you want an average person. If that's what you want, you need to do that now. If that's not what you want and you want an average dude, you shouldn't even be having trouble because there's fucking hundreds of average dudes out here. There's tons
really
of them.
Want an average
Yeah. You really don't. And like, here's the thing though. Like, that's why I'm saying. That's why I gave you advice for the nice guy or like the 10% guys, because I know that's what you're truly chasing. Most women are. There's like, it statistically shows women want a guy that makes 58% more than them. So you can say all day long you can go 50-50, you can do all this stuff, but if you make 100K a year, you want a guy who makes 158K a year. That's just statistically true. You know, and like, so, you know, be realistic about who you're chasing. Also, another thing, I'll give this advice to somebody else. For you, how old were you?
When?
How old are you?
30.
30. So like,
I'm
you're
old.
like, you're like the opposite of her. It's not old.
Damn.
And like, here's the thing.
I don't care. I said proud.
You're not old.
Here's the thing. I
Did
don't.
that? Y'all need to be canceled.
Who?
Shouty.
I love it.
Mr. Producer.
No, so like for you though, like you really got to just know that like you don't have that much time. So I wouldn't be wasting at all. Like you need to not be digmatized by anybody or waste your time sleeping with any dudes, because you need to stay celibate till the perfect one comes. Because and he'll really respect you for it probably too. So like that's what I would do if I were you. But also remember that the wall isn't a number. Like it's not at 31 or 32. It's a mental thing.
Right.
So in the next, I don't know when it's going to be for you. It could be in a year. It could be in 2. It could be in 5. It could be in 10. But when most women, it's in between 30 to 35 though. And when that mentality hits, it's going to hurt. So that's what I'm telling you right now. Get to it right fucking now. Don't waste any more time. You need to stay celibate.
Weird. I don't feel like I want to look for it. I'm fine with where I'm at. If the
And that's
right one
fine
comes
too.
Along,
Are
then
you
they're
okay
gonna
with
come
being
along.
like alone forever?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really
My
am.
bad.
My grandma was alone. She's still alone. She's 80-something years
Is she
old.
happy?
Yeah, I mean, is she happy? She's I don't know, but I mean, I'm not really looking for it, and it's not something that I like cry about at night. If
Well,
the right one comes
also,
along, then the
I
right
know
one
her
comes
very
along.
Well, it's really hard to cry about it right now.
Right.
And
But-
because like the thing is, it's only when
No,
you're
it gets
older.
lonely sometimes, for sure.
But when you're 40, it's gonna be really lonely. And what I'm saying though is that
Why?
like you can say that like you think it's not that big a deal, but if we look at statistics and we look at studies, man, family and kids is a huge precursor for a woman's happiness in the later part of her life. It's a huge part. You have no idea how good it would make you feel if you were 80 years old and you have a family reunion and you look around and you have 40 grandkids that came from your 5 kids and then them having kids or something like, and the amount of fulfillment a woman gets from seeing something like that is unbelievable. And like to know that you created all those lives, you know?
Yeah,
and
that
like,
doesn't mean I need to be with somebody.
yeah, but it's just sad because there's more women now than ever that have to take anti-depression medication. There's more anti-anxiety medication than ever. All these women are having to take all these drugs because they're getting to those later parts of life, you know, and they're not happy. And it's only women that are suffering from this thing, you know, like men are doing good when they're getting older. Well, actually, I'm not going to say that because the highest likely time for a guy to commit suicide is in the 50 or 40 to 60 bracket, I think. But for the most part, though, they have still options, whereas a woman doesn't sometimes.
And I definitely think like I'm a big on like ask and I shall receive. So when I'm ready to actually commit to somebody, I'll definitely ask God for it and say, hey, you know, I'm ready. You know, please send me somebody that's going to fit in my life. You know,
I just promise you, God,
it's just not right now.
God wants you
ready
to
for that
do
now?
this, though.
I don't think if I was, I would ask for it. You know what I'm saying?
I want you to know though, like even if like I'm a very religious person, okay,
Yeah.
like, and that's why I started the show is because
ready for it.
well, it says in the Bible that women should like this is what God wants for you to do. He wants you to go make a family and bear fruit. Like that's what He wants.
I don't want to settle for anything. I don't want
I know. I don't think that you should settle either. But I'm just saying there are ways that you can find the right guy. It's like we've been talking about. 1 in 3 men aren't having sex. There's tons of guys out here.
Okay.
It's just they might not be what you want. The biggest thing is lowering standards. Everybody got to lower their standards.
Me.
Like, yeah.
Same.
Well, and it's really hard to do. Think about it. If you're 25 and under and you're a guy and you watch pornography or you get on Instagram and you see these bitches with all these fucking filters and all this shit, they're just as fucked up as y'all are. Yeah. If you're a woman that you know gets guys easily, or if you're under 25 and you've only slept with these really attractive dudes, shit, you don't even see those ugly guys at Taco Bell or whatever, you know? So like both sides are having a really hard time right now because of the internet and so much choices.
Right.
We're all blinded by so much. For you, How old were you again?
I'm 22.
Do you plan on working in what you're doing forever?
Oh yeah, I love sports. That's my industry I'm gonna stay in.
You're not gonna ever get out of it?
Oh no,
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. Well, I mean, the only thing that I would say is like you're gonna have a hard time finding a guy in that industry though, because any guy that's into sports or anything like that, they get around because they look attractive. They have the height. The biggest thing is the height, especially in basketball and stuff like that. So they're gonna get grabbed all the time. You're gonna have a really hard time trying to date those kinds of people. Like I honestly think you should avoid it completely. My biggest advice I like to give women usually is you need to work under the type of person that you want to like. That y'all should be going to charity events. Y'all should be going to networking events, and y'all should be going to work under the guy who you want to be with. If it's a lawyer, you should try to be a lawyer's assistant. If it's a doctor, you should try to work at a doctor's office or at a hospital. And so that's the. But since you work at a sports thing and you want to stay working there, just realize that might fucking hurt you bad over the next decade.
I know. There's like.
And you can easily get something called alpha widowed. Okay, and a lot of y'all don't know about this, but alpha widowed is whenever you've slept with somebody that's so amazing that you can't even look at other people. Like you only will keep going back to that, or it takes another alpha that's just as big of a dick or just as tall or just something else for you to ever get off of that last alpha.
Like
and
starstruck.
Yes, kind of like starstruck. Yeah, and you got to be very careful for that. It'll fuck up any relationship for the rest of your life.
I will say